Hello from my usual porch side location when I'm doing these videos. So today I thought would be a good day to talk about buying a car in Costa Rica, as my car's in the mechanic shop awaiting some repairs. And yeah, so I know a lot of people have questions about purchasing a car down here and a vehicle and what to expect. So I have a car. I have a Suzuki Grand Vitara 1999 that I got for $6,000. It's a lot. So the thing about cars down here is they are more expensive than the United States, and I'm going to guess Canada. Don't know for sure, but I'm not from Canada. Definitely more expensive down here because, a lot of the vehicles are imported. You can get them for less, but they're probably going to have issues, and you're going to be in the repair shop a lot, which I don't want to put any bad juju in this for you, but yeah, going to the mechanic can be quite regular depending on where you're living. These dirt roads along the coastline, along the mountains are not very easy on the cars. So typically things begin to come up, and finding a good mechanic is really important. Yeah, so if you're going to be here, definitely ask around for a good mechanic. Not, sometimes even the shiniest, best places may not even be the best because they might, be overpriced and not even do a great job. So you definitely want to ask around the town where you are in about a good mechanic to use there. In terms of actually buying your car, so what I did, and I guess what I recommend, is going through a car broker. So this is so I went through a car broker in San Jose because I live in the Southern Pacific side. If you're new to this channel, I live in Uvita, Costa Rica. So it's about 3.5 hours from San Jose along the coastline in the south, pretty close to the beach. And yeah, so I actually bought my car in San Jose because I didn't want a car that had been run around on all these mountainous and dirt roads all the time that may have issues. So I wanted to get a car that was from the city, and a lot of people do that. So a car broker is so for me, I didn't have a lot of time to just sit there. I don't know a whole lot about cars. I didn't have time to sit on social media, on Facebook or groups looking for cars for sale. Again, like most of them are probably in Spanish. If you're new here, you don't know the language. Even I do know the language, and I just really didn't want to have to go through all that. So with a car broker, I paid a fee, told them what I was looking for. So what I wanted was a, 4-door small SUV. Told them my price range, and then they will see what they come up with. So when it was time for my appointment, I went to San Jose. They showed me multiple different cars that were within my budget and what I'd asked for. And then, I ended up liking one of them, and I went along with the purchase of it. So I think a car broker is a really great idea because they will check out the car for you. They have their own personal mechanic. So, it's kind of a third party, non-biased. They just want to make sure you're paying for a service. So they want to make sure it's going to be a good car that you're purchasing. They'll also help you with the paperwork to transfer the title. So usually they already have a lawyer on hand. So after I decided, yes, this is the car I want, we went to a lawyer's office, did the title paperwork. I want to say that paperwork can actually, I think it depends on the cost of the car, or it depends on the car. So that paperwork could vary. It could be $200, maybe a little more. Don't take my exact word for it. That's just a ballpark range. So yeah, that will depend car to car as well. And there is a system that they have to determine the fair pricing for that, depending on the car, the year, the make, the model. So yeah, car broker, if you don't want to sit there and go through all of it. Well, if you do find something in the area when you're here that you like, you meet someone who says, hey, I'm selling my car, or you find something on Facebook and you check it out, and you can maybe bring a mechanic with you. Pay a mechanic to look at it. That's also an option. So it's not that you don't have to go through the car broker, but I would recommend it. Just for me personally, that was like the best thing for me since I didn't know that much about cars. It was nice to be able to hire someone who would kind of be on my side in that expertise to make sure I was choosing a good vehicle. And I just think I did choose a good vehicle. I still do, even though it's in the shop right now, needing a very large repair bill. But that's just because of the roads. So if you can be here without a car, great, go for it. But, if a car is something that you feel is going to be absolutely necessary, then yeah, I would definitely recommend doing your research, and making sure you try to pick the best one you can. Mine was automatic. It's actually going to be changed to a manual now. It's part of the repair. So if the manual, something like that breaks, it's easier to fix. So I guess just one tip, I guess automatics, you can find them here, but they might be more expensive to fix if something happens with the transmission, which I'm learning right now. What else about cars? Yeah, I mean, the price ranges. I mean, maybe to find something decent and nice could be about $5,000. Like I said, you can find things for less. Or you might just get lucky and find someone who like needs to leave the country now. They have a great car. They just want to sell it. Whoever's going to buy it for a lower price, they'll do it. So I'm not saying that those other opportunities don't exist. I'm just trying to give you just some insight in what I've experienced here when looking for a car and kind of what budget was going to be realistic. And then also consider that whenever you're purchasing a car, the type of car you're getting, are the parts going to be easy to find here? So for my Suzuki, yeah, the parts are very easy to find here. They're cheap. So maybe for other types of cars, I don't know, like a German type of car or some different kind of car, the parts could be more expensive or more difficult to find. So definitely keep that in mind when you're purchasing as well. And yeah, make sure you get that title under your name. For me, we went to the lawyer that day, and then the lawyer mailed me the title a few weeks later. That was important because when I got my plates taken, you can look at another video for that, and the police took my license plates. I needed to have that registration of my car under my name in order to get it back. If it wasn't under my name, I wasn't getting those plates back. So definitely get the title transferred to you same day as soon as possible. Make sure that that's in the process. I think that's all I have to say about it. If you guys have any questions about purchasing cars, or if you want to know a good car broker in San Jose, let me know. I can definitely provide recommendations, or if there's anything that I haven't covered that you would have any questions about, feel free to write it down in the comments below. And yes, so if this is your first video, hello, I'm Sarah. I've been living here for over 4 years. I have a daughter. We've been living in Uvita since last March, but I've stayed mostly in the South Pacific zone. I really do love this area. I help other people transition down here. That's one of the many things that I do in my spare time. So if you are someone who is thinking on spending an extended time here, or even potentially moving, feel free to reach out to me. I do have services to have a recorded phone call for you to ask any questions that you have, and I will answer everything I can, and as well as I provide follow-up support. So, after the phone call, you have additional support through WhatsApp or email, whichever one you prefer, or even if you need to have another quick phone call or something like that. And yeah, to kind of tell you all the tips and tricks of being here for a long time. There's a lot to know, and it can feel a little overwhelming. So I've been here, I'm on the inside, I know how to get information, and I've probably already experienced it as well. So feel free to reach out if that's something you're interested in. If you just want to get your questions answered, get some clarity of what to expect. A lot of people ask me questions on budgets, can be, there's no real general answer for that. So it helps for me to actually listen to the person and what kind of lifestyle they want to live here, and what is their budget, and what are they thinking, and I can help create and design something around that. So reach out. I will have my information below, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.